Hello, I hope you're well. Welcome to another video. As promised, we're going to start doing some different stuff. So I hope you'll stay with me. You'll have seen that this is my first time actually, first time that I know of, because you never know in dreams or anything else. But my first time talking to somebody from the fey realm, the fairy realm. Okay, and they're sitting in a chair like across from me here. And they were supposed to do some work with somebody else, but they've come in, they've been invited in to talk with me so I can do some work because of this growing connection I have to flowers and things like that. And I had a friend medium who did that kind of thing as well, and she could see all the little nature beings, the little lights going around the plants. So yeah, and she was connecting with that, with the language of flowers, if you like. I think there's an oracle deck of that as well. I can put a link in the description if you're interested. I qualified in flower remedies. I even did the advanced course on it, and I love it. And I want to bring that more into my healing. I'm being asked to do that as well. And yeah, the healing's going to be back on, but I've tried several times to try and teach this stuff, and they've told me basically that it would be very involved because I would have to, the energy would be coming from me, and even when I passed on, I would still have to maintain this big energy ball that it was, and whoever was doing it, it would be coming off that, and it would go out with whoever had learned it. Okay, so what I hope to do is get you all with your own innate healing abilities and cultivate that in the witch angel healing coaching. But I want to use this healing because my doctor friend who regulates everything with me from the spirit world really wants me to do that. It's full on psychic surgery he wants me to do. So, which is, he's been pushing me gently forward, okay, with that. So yes, I'm going to be bringing in the connection with flowers, plants into it. So I'm going to do some courses on herbs and stuff like that. So expect more of that as well. But anyway, so this flower language is going to be given to me. Now, this guy's an imp, and I know some of you are a little bit frightened. I think some of you have been directed to learn with the Fae and to work with them. You know, and we've got the old Zach Baggins, everything's a demon. No, it's not. Okay, they're just different beings. You wouldn't call somebody who was playing practical jokes all the time, or you know, annoying you or whatever, or who did something awful to you, or you know, a demon. You would say they weren't very nice person or whatever, but we tend to demonize everything at the moment, and it's all panic and fear. It spreads misinformation in my view. Yeah, there are some demon-like people out there for definite, but you shouldn't speak as you find, as they say up north, and in the UK, speak as you find. So make your own mind up. I'm going to leave it at that. This is all about self-empowerment. So what I found now more than anything doing the coaching, the awakening coaching and the readings, is that your angels and your spirit guides, possibly, correct, okay, and any other beings, fey beings, whoever is working with you, ETs, will give you a human name to call them by. It's not always their name, unless they're your ancestors or, you know, people you've known in life. They could be, you know, I've been given names for my main guide, and these are the names that he used when he was incarnated. So 1926 as a gangster. In New York. Nathan. That's right. Don't wear my name out, cheeky. Anyway, so that's what they'll do. Okay, and this gentleman, and I'm going to describe him to you. He wants to be known as Caleb. And yeah, if you've been watching Emmerdale, yeah, they got the name off there. So anyway, okay, so this person, this gentleman, and it's a gentleman, is an imp. Okay, and we had imps on the brownie badges. I was an elf. No, my son doesn't like elves. He's a bit scared of them. Has been since he was a kid. It's like, I don't like the Witch and the Wizard of Oz. But that's another story. So you can see where all of this stuff comes from. It's because of things you've watched, things you've been told about, things you've seen when you were a child that have caused you to be frightened of these things or demonize them. Okay? So anyway, now this guy he's wearing a checked shirt. He's a full human being, but his face is triangular shaped. Okay, and very dark skinned, and with funny little black bits coming off the top of his head. Okay, but otherwise he presents as like a human being. So he's greyish trousers but this checked shirt, red and white checked shirt. So I don't know if that's relevant. Is this relevant? No, it's just what he's wearing. He's tried to come in as a human being because he wants to present a lot to you. So okay, I'm going to be writing a few notes down here. I don't know if you want to because he's going to give me some information. So I'm going to channel him direct and let's see what we've got. We've got no cards, nothing. He just wants to speak. So do with flowers. Now he keeps telling me about passion. Passionate about flowers. So, you know, if you haven't been passionate about flowers before, then you might be after this. Okay, if you're watching it. This is very witchy. This is if you wanted to use this in spells and work with the Fey realm, they would do this with you. This is putting in particular flowers of a certain type and herbs. So we're talking that way. Or you can make your own essences, flower remedies, things like that. And they want you to do it very similar to what I've been doing, which is similar to what other people do as witches, I've discovered, because they've been nudging me gently back into that. Back in my black, because I prefer black. And I love this jacket. I'm obsessed with it. And it's all that vibe. It's connecting with that inner part of yourself who is witch, yeah? Who could have been a witch in a past life, but in a good sense. You know, look how they demonize witches. And, you know, my degrees were in history and we did all the witch thing and it was shocking, quite frankly. Shocking. Anyway, can't help it. I get history, certain things in history really rile me. So, okay. So you would, you know, burn these things together. You could make up your little spell for whatever you want, or healing. And you could give it an intent. Put a little, you know, like a little cauldron. You've seen my healings. If not, check them out in the healing channel. That's only part of the healing. That's the witch part. And drawing, you could be doing moon rituals, but they want you to do it with flowers, work with the flowers. And you know, this can be, you could get dried flowers, correct? You can use dried flowers. He's speaking a different language, so they're actually, it's like he's speaking a different language, has come through them, is coming through to me, correct? Okay, so you get dried flowers. So if you know, had some flowers that you found yourself drawn to, you know, or you could get, you know, that you bought, because I know they don't like you picking wildflowers, especially in the UK. Okay, so if you didn't want to do that, you could get dried flowers, get some herbs. You can even use what's in the kitchen cupboard for herbs, like I do, you know, like ground, whatever, and do it from that and create a little ritual, but be guided from here rather than reading a book and saying, oh, this person says blah, blah, blah. I want you to go from in here, okay? And dried flower, whatever, flowers from your garden, things that you've picked when you've been out on a walk, you know, like things that are lying on the ground. They can be dying, they've still got the energy, I'm being told, okay? So you can do that. I liked what this lady did. Oh, I can't remember her name. UK lady. She was out, you know, talking about fairies and what have you. We're going to be talking about trees in a minute. So, and what she did was there were clumps of things that were lying on the ground, and she gave something back. I don't know what she gave, but she gave something back as she took it. So we can look more into that if people like, you know, this discussion. So whatever, you may want to put a leaf in there, an acorn, I'm being told. Off the forest floor, dirt off the forest floor. What else have we got? What else? There's something else, I think. So acorns, pine cones. Break the pine cone apart and put that in. Right, we'll go with that for now. So you can put that in. That'll be interesting. Use a base of water, okay? You can charge it by moonlight. You can make up your own concoction. It's what's coming from here. They will guide you. If you let them in, they will guide you, okay? And it will help you draw in. Think of them as ET beings, because that's what they are. They're from other dimensions, yeah? So that will draw in. It will help you manifest. It will help with any healing you want to send to anyone, or any healing you want to put out into the world. Now, if you're a grounder of light, you may want to do this as well when you're sending out light, okay? Or if you're like me and you send out, well, they have me sending out energy pyramids and all sorts for protection. My role is to, in this life, is to encourage, inspire, creativity, to push forward and to protect, okay? And to ground, I'm being told. So that's why I get out of balance sometimes, and I was out of balance the other day. I was overburdened, okay? So you can build up your own. It's almost like they want you to have a little grimoire, book of shadows, if you like, but these are for healing and to encourage. Some of you are going to have your past lives coming forward, that's going to help you do that, but it's coming from here, a very deep place, and you'll just find it very naturally. And it doesn't matter, I'm not just talking to women here, I'm talking to men, or however you identify. This is about your innate power, okay? And I'm trying to encourage it to come out, and you can do it through flowers, through nature. Now, for all you tree huggers like me out there, that's another good thing to do. I used to do that in Ashridge. I loved Ashridge, ancient forest. And yeah, go and hug a tree. Ask permission first. Now, don't get into trouble like I did. And I didn't like this gentleman who came and disrupted one of my healings once, which is why I've been a bit reluctant to go back. But I'd ask for energy to come from the trees, from Ashridge, into my healing. That video is still on this channel, I believe, and right at the back though. And I asked for the energy to come up through people, but I sent healing energy back. I gave back to the trees, okay? And this person who came with horns, the works, into my healing started trying to disrupt it. And I think they were, I don't know, it's not that they allowed it, they just allowed me to be aware of it. So I changed what I was doing. So ask permission for the forest keeper. Okay, I'm being told. So if you do anything like that, where you're drawing energy from a forest or any place, ask first if you can do it, and give healing back as you do. Give something back. That's very important, okay? Because there's been a lot taken from the earth, okay? So ask for permission when you do that. To say out loud, may I, for address, okay, address forest keeper, may I request, because they're all nature spirits living in everything, and divas in the crystals, may I, you know, use the tree power for healing, or, you know, that kind of thing. You'll make up your own, okay? And you'll get a yes or no. You could even use a pendulum if that's how it works for you, okay? We do it all different ways, okay? So and then ask for the energy to come up through you as well, and whoever, if you're healing, up through them. Remember, your little cauldron or pot is, and what you've put everything into is the person when you do it, okay? And again, you ask the person, if you're healing somebody, ask for permission, because I've been told this before. I've tried to send healing and I've asked for permission and I've got told no, they don't want it. And it's up to the person. So always ask permission first, even when you're trying to do good, okay? Because everybody is, you know, in control of themselves. So that's very important. But red flowers are for passion, for romance. We know that. But they're also for being bold, inspiring, encouragement. You can make essences with that. Your fairy guides, if you wish one, they're willing to work with you. There's an army of them. They want to work with people. So this is like a recruitment. They're looking for somebody to guide. So if you want that, say out loud, and one, you will be heard, okay? And remember, if you do not want these beings, you can ask them, I'm not ready, can you please leave for now? And they can come back in later, or you don't have to have them at all. Remember, you are in control. So, okay, so what else would you like to say? Not to be afraid of us. We are good beings that mean well. We are strong in our protection of the forest, of the dwellings on which you live. We can provide protection to you too. And in return, we request love for our environment, connection to the earth, and to see the earth as a living human being, not as a place to be plundered. So remember, this is them, not me, okay? But I happen to, I'm going to come out, I happen to agree, but, you know, some of you might not like that. I don't know. I've had some very strange reactions on this channel about that. So, but who doesn't want their dwelling to be, you know, the place around them? You know, they want it to be clean of litter, to be watered well. Okay, because we affect the weather. I've said this before. Our thoughts, feelings go up into the atmosphere and we affect the weather. And that's why there's been a lot of this dryness and fire coming through, because of anger, rage, frustration, and not a willingness to live in harmony. We require water. What do your plants more? I can do that. Pretty good. Grow more vegetables. We can help with that. Yeah, I saw that on the Find One thing. Fintone, or whatever, however you say it. I'm not very, doesn't connect with me completely, that, but right, okay, so I have a very tall Native American spirit standing next to me too. They are also guardians, and they also, some of them are from the Fey realm. So some of you may be connecting. I've got guides here that were of Native Americans. I had a medium pick that up, and they often show me. I have a chief come in here occasionally, and I know he's one of the men in black. That was one of his incarnations. So it just reminded me, I've said incarnations as I was saying that. You are correct, Sarah, please say. Okay. Carnation flowers. Petals for them. Only when they're dying. That's me. You see, I leave flowers in the jar for ages till they die, and then if there's one left that's still blooming and I have to throw the rest out, I will get a cup of water and I will put that flower in, okay, because it has to live out its natural life, and like we do. So carnations, though, for loyalty. Carnations for loyalty, yes, they've shown me that before. They showed me that when I knew I had to have my divorce, and they all put carnations in their lapel to say that they were loyal and would take every step with me. So you can put something about carnations. Or the other way, now Doreen Virtue did this. Yeah. I find that if you have flowers in the home, okay, I've got sunflowers at the moment. That's bringing the sun in, bringing the light, attracting abundance. It's attracting all sorts of things towards me. But carnations, so you've got a bunch of carnations. If you wanted to inspire loyalty, put the carnations, get a bunch of carnations. Certain flowers mean things. And I know they've got the language of flowers. And Doreen Virtue had some great cards for that. I don't know where they are. I don't work with her cards now, apart from the Raphael Healing ones, but I don't know. They never always gelled with me. Anyway, it's funny what you pick up about people. It's very strange, because I'm going to use this example. It's a slight, I'm talking about this because they're going to show me a flower, whether you can use a flower to find out if somebody's true or not. Oh, wow. Okay. So when I was young, and I was around for Wham, yeah, okay, loved the music, everything. My friend was besotted with George Michael. Now, nobody knew he was gay at the time, nothing. And I kept thinking, something about him. He's not who he says he is. He's not, I don't trust him. Yeah? Never liked him, anything. He came out and said he was gay, and I adored that man. His music, such an inspiration. Absolutely loved him. And he was flawed to bits like the rest of us. Yeah? So, very strange. I get that, but I never quite gelled with Doreen Virtue. And I had a chance to go to the one of her talks and what have you, and it never happened. And I knew my guides were keeping me back. So, she's on her journey. She's on her journey, still working with angels, whatever, but she's on a different journey. Anyway, so, but if you wanted to, you could put carnations in there to see if somebody's loyal. It would just inspire that energy. It's very much telling me like the flower remedies. Now, flower remedies, if you're out of balance with something, say you feel like you're being put on, you're angry, jealous and frustrated, whatever, there is a flower remedy, okay, where you can take it and it restores the balance, the opposite, the dark part is restored into the light part. So if you were angry, you would feel content, calm, or, or if you couldn't forgive, you'd feel forgiving if you took the flower remedy, because it restores the balance. What they're telling me is, and what she touched on was basically, you bring flowers into your home and it inspires, it attracts certain things. The energy of them blooming does that. A plant, like you've got a peace lily. People are bought, when I was arguing with my husband, I was bought peace lilies, and yeah, it bring harmony and peace in. Okay. Yeah, there's something I'm going to leave for next time. I was going to tell you about the witch thing, and when I first realised now, I don't believe in spells. I believe in, because I just don't like the idea of it messing with anybody's freedom, okay? In anything. And I don't know. What I do is I tend to invoke, something, energies to help. Okay, I just can't say it. It's probably the same thing, but I can't. It's for healing, I do it. But I can't say it's a spell. I don't like the word. And, from what I can gather, I was witch in a past life and persecuted probably. So it's probably a fear from there. But using flowers, okay, and they make the energy lift, okay. Again, aromatherapy to do with flowers. I often burn, you've seen me burn it there to get rid of energy. I find saging annoying because it just, it's lovely. I love the smell. But I don't think it gets to all the nooks and crannies. I don't care what they say. And it, you have to keep lighting it. You can burn aromatherapy or even a candle. If you can't get the aromatherapy because they're very expensive at times, you can get little tea lights and that. Do that and let it disperse. And it's all connected to the energy of the flowers. Okay. So definitely we're going to do more on this, flowers in your healing, but also things that are in the forest. I'm not sure about that. They're telling me droppings. Okay, some of you might already know that. Feather, something like that. I'm not sure about droppings, but that's what they're saying. Okay, and that's up to you. Personally, not going to go there. But that kind of thing. Be creative with it. They're willing to help you to bring in healing, new forms of healing, medicine, that kind of thing. Okay. But, be warned. I have to say this for insurance and everything else. I know it's a pain to some of you, but, you can't rely on just things like that. You may need to go and see a doctor if you've got a problem. Use your discernment there. Okay. But there are definitely things you can do to help. And what is that? Where am I drawing energy from? I'm drawing energy from somewhere. I don't know, but okay, they're showing me little pyramids on my hand. Let's see if we can see anything on my... Oh yeah, there's something on there. What is that? I'm always seeing things on my... I'm seeing hand. Oh. Okay, so when you do this, you may feel energy coming through you. This can be channeled from the faith, or you can use your own. I'd like you to use your own as well and get back up. But I don't know. I don't know if you can see any leaf or anything on. There is something on there. I don't know if you let me know if you see anything right in the middle here. Or anywhere else you may pick up something that... Very odd. I've had this before. Okay. Right. Oh, well, this is odd. Right, I thought something looked like, I'm getting a lot of, they've been pushing me with animal communication for a while. Now I'm getting, this is coming from the Native American guy here. Michael, you want giving me a name. Sasquatch. They're showing me Sasquatch now. I'm just going to say these things because I'm seeing like a claw on here, and I saw a lone wolf, and there's a black, but crow. Now I always say these symbols may mean something to you, but it's bringing in bird medicine as well. We're going to be talking about that, and bringing in the energy of birds and animals to help in your healing, should you wish to do it. Right, the Fae guy's taking out a little dog on a lead. So I don't know if that means anything to someone, but dogs, or they see all these lights. They see the lights of the fairies, fae, all the different beings. So we're going to get more into that. This might be a little series we do here. But there's definitely, I keep getting the wheel. Oh, okay. Wheel here. They're bringing in animals. I want you to heal with animals and healing for animals. This is about spirit guides, spirit totems, animal spirits as well. So I'm talking to somebody who's got a wolf as a spirit guide. All of this that I've told you about the flowers is relevant for any of you who've got a wolf as a spirit guide, a crow, a very small dog, like a Scotty dog, very small, and a whale. Okay, well, this is far out, as they say. But yeah, try that. Are there any more flowers I can give? The ivy. Stranglehold is compa. Stranglehold ivy. Do not put that around you in the house, or you'll feel the energy coming. There are some flowers that you need to be careful of as well, or plants. Ivy, especially if you're feeling that way inclined, because that will just emphasize. It's like the crystals. Yeah. Anything else that should be aware of? Oh, who's that? Who's that? Sorry, forgive me for reacting on camera, but I see some strange stuff. There is a guy standing here. I think he's Fae. Correct. Dark hair, long dark hair here, beard, very, very small though. It's not the guy I was talking to. He's just walked out. He's shown me walking around in the woods with a staff, protecting the animals. I still got this Native American spirit. Keep saying Sasquatch is real. Sasquatch will come forward soon. Oh, that's nice. I'll communicate. Okay, I'll bring it on. Cute. They bow. This bowing thing. Anyway, the Fae don't. They just great. Bless them. Thank you. Okay, so but this guy's walking around the forest floor, and it's to do with protection with animals and Lord of the Forest. Lord of the Forest. Now that's yeah, they're showing me that card from the I'm going to find it, because that is going to help us connect to the fairies that brought that in. That's about the energy in the forest. But this guy is, it's like his hair's he's in the forest. He's in forests. He looks after the forest keeper. Yes, the forest keeper. Okay. Right, I'm going to do more on this. I'm going to find out a lot more. Now, this is interesting. I know some of you out there won't like it, but I like it. And as I say, I think we should be doing different things, and I want to empower you. This is going to form part of my awakening and psychic medium coaching I'm going to do more of that. And the healing's going back on the website if you want to connect in with that. If you want to learn about healing, coaching, you know, learning about your own abilities and what to do with that, I offer that as well. And then awakening and psychic medium coaching, which I absolutely love, as I keep saying. And what else have I got on there? Oh, so many psychic readings. We'll be adding animal communication to that, and readings with the Fae shortly. I've got a starseed reading on there as well, which I introduced if you're interested in that. Check them out on the website. And yeah, join this channel for exclusive perks and to watch these videos ad-free and a little bit earlier. Okay, so please subscribe if you liked it. Okay, there's going to be more from this guy. He's one of my team now, so take care. And as I say, see what energy you can feel and what you can see when you go out for a walk next time, because chances are you'll be drawing things to you now. Okay, take care of yourselves. I really enjoyed that. I don't know if you did, but I did. Thank you. Okay, I'm still waiting on that thunderstorm. Now that's something I want to get drawing power from. I always see lightning. Yeah, take care of yourselves. And for some reason, I want to do that. Send energy at you and a few symbols. Right. Oh, okay. That's why I can see them going on somebody's chest there. Somebody's got chesty cough. Chest. Yeah, I can see them as gold symbols going in. And then up, 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 out. You're gonna cough up some, you got phlegm stuck. Chest infection, something like that. Okay, we'll just close that down. Remember, go to a doctor if you know, believe you need it. Yeah, it's if you're very unsure. This is only to help you, okay? I'm not a doctor. Okay, I shall see you next time. Wasn't expecting that. Take care, and yeah, next time. I'm going to release a video about being a medium as well. I think that'll be out tomorrow. I'm getting rid of the Vela membership, which is the highest one. So I'm keeping the Columba and the Auriga. If you like readings, I'm doing readings on there. I'm doing healings on the Columba, and if you go on the Columba membership, you can request what types of healings you want. So do that. Okay. See you next time. Bye.